tables to create activity lists and also counselor lists of their campers' activities. Um, so you've already entered in all the information of their name, division, cabin, and their activities. So at this point, what we want to do is go to Insert, down to Pivot Table. We want to create a new sheet. You don't have to change anything. And when that comes up, I want to change it to whatever activity this is going to be sorted by. So I always start with activity 1. Now that's pretty easy. Now we just want to sort it by what we want first, which is the activity. So now we'll have all our activities here. Now we want to add the other information. So I go last name, first name, cabin, division. So just add all those in that order. So I go activity, last name, first name, cabin, division. Now it still looks pretty wonky. So the big thing is that you want to uncheck all of these boxes. So show totals, show totals, show totals, show totals, show totals. Now there's no kind of breaks between any of the activities, so what I usually do is select show totals just for the last name, and for some reason it does that. So it does make a nice break for when you're cutting up the activity lists. One other thing that we've noticed is that, so if we have someone with the same last name, and it's not going to fill in here. So I was writing them in, but what you can also do is click repeat row labels, and those will fill in for you. So that's the activity 1. Now, what you could do is either make a whole new pivot table, or you can copy and paste your activity 1. But I will make a whole new pivot table just for sake of practice. So we're going to insert pivot table, new sheet. I'm going to move that over. Activity 2. And then you're going to start with what activity you want, activity 2. Then you're going to add last name, add first name, add cabin, add division. Remember to uncheck all the show totals except for last name, and you also want to repeat row labels for last name so that those names fill in. And then they make a nice pivot table for you. Now I don't feel like I need to go over how to do it for activity 3 and 4. Just when you add your first label, you want to do activity 3 and then activity 4. Now to make it for each cabin, you can insert a new table, insert pivot table. I always move it over to the end. Activities. Let's see if I can spell it right. By cabin, or whatever you want to call it. Now instead of putting in activities first, what you want to sort it by is their cabin. So we're going to go add cabin. So now we have all the cabins. Add, I will put division. It's up to you how you want to do that. Add last name. Add first name. Add activity 1. Add activity 2. Add activity 3. Add activity 4. So we put in everything. Now remember to go back, take out the totals. And you can go back to make that nice break and just put show totals for last name. And then repeat labels. Now, it was a little messed up. Because of the kilts being in cabins. Now, if you want, you don't necessarily need division because they know what division they're in. So if you take that out, it makes it a lot nicer. So that's up to you. I don't think I put in division now that I'm thinking about it. So that's how you do those things. Now, when you're ready to print, I don't know what causes this, and I haven't figured out how to get rid of it. So usually I will just go hide column. It makes for a much nicer printing. Hide column. Hide column. And then you can edit it as you want. If, let's say, there's like different ways to make it look a little different. So, and I don't fully remember. Oh, if you go to format theme, you can make it different. Some of these so that's up to you how you want to do that. For some of them, sometimes I would take this column and make it a little bigger, just so we know like what we're looking at, but it's up to you how you want to edit it. So hopefully this was helpful, and this all works. I will send this to you in a YouTube link and as a file, so you can use it at camp.